The keynote speaker is Dr. Frank Islam. As you know, Frank Islam is one of the most visible league in this metro area, or perhaps elsewhere. He has graciously, generously donated a lot to AMU, $2 million. He has donated to AMU and established a first-rate management institute. And he has been doing all sort of donation contributions to AMU and elsewhere, and to our scholarship program. He has given tremendously. And now he's here. I'm inviting Dr. Frank Islam to come on the podium. Thank you, Razi. You have nothing to do with this, right?
No.
I'm sorry I came here a little bit early. We were at the Glen Echo Park Outing Center, Van Hollen, for his contribution and commitment to United States Senate. Before I start, I want to also say that I will be keynote speaker tomorrow at University of Maryland commencement address. So there'll be 20,000 people. You want to come? Please come. So Jimmy Raskin was there today, warmed up, so I guess I'm ready for tomorrow. So it will be 2:30, I believe, the commencement address at College Park at University of Maryland. So good evening, and assalamu alaikum. And thank you, Razi, for that kind introduction. I should have you everywhere for my introduction. You do a good job. I want to express my deep gratitude to Razi and Aftab. What is Aftab? Aftab is always collects the money, so that's a good idea for him to do. For inviting me to speak with you tonight. It's wonderful to see Abdullah Bhai, who happens to be my cousin and also comes from Azamgarh, as I come from Azamgarh as well. To see him over here, he went with me to India. You just got back 2 days ago. And thank you, Fazal Khan, to be here. Let's give them a big round of applause to all of them. They do a great job. They are the heart and soul and fabric and psyche of Aligarh Muslim University. We thank them for their leadership and thank them for all they do to make a difference. I want to extend best wishes to all of you, a joyful and blessed Ramadan Kareem. May this Ramadan bring you and your loved one peace, happiness, good health, and serve as a time of opportunity to come together. May you be guided by our faith and shine with his divine blessings. So, fellow Aligarh alums, I stand before you as a son of Aligarh, a brother of each and every one of you, and an uncle to future Aligarh students. It is truly a pleasure and honor to be with you in this holy season for this iftar fundraising dinner, made even more important by the current climate in India and the fact that the national election in India will end in less than a week. And I'll be writing a column next week on India's elections as well. And I was told to write a column about contributions of Aligarh and Sarsiya's vision. So I will do that also. It will be published in every newspaper in India in the month of July and August. I'll keep my remarks brief because you did not come here this evening, especially at this late hours, to hear me speak, but for the same reason that I did. That is to do all that we can to support and sponsor those new students who will be welcoming into the Aligarh family, our family. Because of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, our spiritual, educational, and philosophical grandfather, we are an exceptionally strong family. Sir Syed was not only one of the greatest leaders in the history of India, but also of the world. His accomplishments are legendary, multifaceted, and well acknowledged. I will not go into them in details here. I want to share with all of you one of my favorite quotes of Sir Syed. However, because it is especially relevant as we meet to celebrate our shared history and heritage and linkage to Aligarh Muslim University. The institution the Associate founded as Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in 1875. At the founding of the Aligarh, Associate said, "From the seed which we sow today, there may spring up a mighty tree, whose branches, like those of banyan of the soil, shall in their turn strike from roots into the earth, and themselves send forth new and vigorous sapling, that this college may expand into a university whose son shall go forth throughout the length and breadth of the land to preach the gospel of the free inquiry and of large-hearted tolerations and of a pure morality." End of quotation. We are convened here as the manifestation of and living testimony to the realization of Sasia's vision. We are seeds from the Aligarh family tree. We have gone around the world and across the United States and here to the DC metropolitan area. In the process, we have planted new trees and helped make this nation and the world a stronger, fairer, just, tolerant, and inclusive place. We were able to do that because our Aligarh education gave us a strong knowledge base. It also instilled and infused in us a sense of values. I'd like to talk about the education and those values. As I do, I'd like each and every one of you to reflect on your own Aligarh experience and your own journey. For me, the Aligarh education was a powerful equalizer, opening doors to opportunity. It was a gift that keeps on giving and demands that I give back in return. Because you're here tonight, I trust that you feel the same way. The Aligarh education was empowering and enhanced my confidence and self-esteem. It was a powerful engine for innovations and entrepreneurship that played a pivotal role in enabling me to create jobs and build prosperity for myself and my associate here in the United States. The Aligarh education was a bridge to the future. My future, your future, and our future. It is a bridge that we must keep built and help for others as well. By building that bridge, we will be creating new bridge builders in a world that is desperate in need of new economic, social, and community bridges. Let me now turn to the values. The values that Aligarh had helped shape me include a passion and love for education, eternal optimism about one's hopes and dreams, being collegial and candid towards all, keeping steadfast to standards of excellence, and living in peace and harmony by being tolerant and respectful of the dignity of each person. I know that each and every one of you carry those and other values that Aligarh has imprinted on you. We are gathered here this evening to do our part to continue to extend those values and expand the Aligarh family tree by contributing to support the education of the next generations of Aligarhians. We are gathered here at a time when a purpose-driven education such as that we have received have never been more important. Over the years, men and women from Aligarh have made significant contributions in all walks of life. Educators, politicians, poets, scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs like myself. Their paths have been different, but the common and transcendent bond that has united them has been belief in and a commitment to equal justice and a shared sense of humanity. The combination of technical expertise and moral rectitude has enabled the graduates of Aligarh Muslim University to make their mark in the world and to serve as a positive role model for people around the globe. We are living in a troubling times. We are living in a divisive and self-centered times. Now more than ever, it is imperative that students receive an education that prepares them to be as servant leaders. Leaders who understand they're working with others to solve problems, and that what one gives back is more important than what one accomplishes individually. And Aligarh education meets this test and more. You know that, I know that, and we know that. That is why we're here to ensure that as many students as possible can benefit from an Aligarh education. We're here to plant more seeds and to grow our family tree. To grow that tree, to paraphrase Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, so that there are more sons and daughters who are capable of going forth across the nation, around the world, to preach the gospel of the free inquiry, of large-hearted tolerations, and of a pure morality. In this regard, I was delighted to learn that in 2018, the DC chapter of Aligarh Alumni Association sponsored 287 AMU scholarships, supported 700 students in feeder program at 25 schools and coaching center across India, and through your India Scholarship Program, disseminated information to thousands of students. Those are impressive numbers. And thanks for all of you to make that happen. You should give yourself a big round of applause. I want you to know that over the past few years, I have been doing my part as well. In 2017, my wife Debbie and I dedicated a new management complex and contributed $2 million. That's called Frank and Debbie Islam Management Complex, Aligarh Muslim University. We made this investment because AMU helped to make me who I am, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. What's best in me, I owe it to Aligarh Muslim University. I would not be the person I am if it was not Aligarh education. Aligarh shaped my story, and it determined my destiny. Its principles have always guided me throughout my life, whether the time is calm or the crisis. Aligarh student has always been our best hope. Our investment is our way of saying thank you and keeping the hope alive and well. This year in October, we will be going back to India to inaugurate the Frank and Debbie Islam Entrepreneurship Center, which will be a pivotal part of that management complex. On that trip, we'll also be inaugurating the Frank and Debbie Islam Auditorium, which we have contributed significantly in the Department of Mass Communications at Aligarh Muslim University. And Razi went there, and he was very, did you see that complex? It was wonderful. It's a beautiful. We're supporting both of these sites because the evidence shows that despite some progress, Muslims in India still need much help to escape the shackles of poverty, and moreover, hostility and prejudice towards Muslims has picked up in the last few years. No matter who wins the election, it is essential that Aligarh Muslim University stay in the forefront, as it has always done, of empowering Muslims and improving and equalizing their status within the Indian democracy. Entrepreneurship, innovations, and communication through a free press will ensure that the Aligarh Muslim University maintains its leadership position in advocating for our Muslim brothers and sisters. In closing, I think it is more appropriate that we are at this fundraiser during Ramadan, a special time for generosity and giving. When I opened my remark, I said I was here as a son of Aligarh, a brother to each of you, an uncle to the future Aligarh students. In this season of Ramadan, a deeply spiritual time of reflection and recommitment, and a special time for giving, I ask each and every one of you to join me in this journey as an Aligarhian by giving as much as you can to support those future students. You have given generously in the past, and thank you. I ask that you be even more generous this year. I ask you to do this not as an act of charity, however, but as an investment in the future and the future of the world. I'm confident the return on your investment will be exponential. Let us together extend our hand, our hope, our help, and our heart to those students so that they can shape their own fate and future. Let us together provide them the ladders of opportunity to succeed. When they succeed, all of us succeed. Aligarh succeed, India succeed, and the world succeeds. Their success is our success. If we plant enough seeds and nurture them properly, in 10 years from now, we will be at an event like this for Aligarh, except it will have many more participants. Sitting alongside us will be many few alums here in the Washington, D.C. area whom we have supported becoming Aligarh family members, and they will be present to add their support for the next generation of Aligarh students. To me, that is a beautiful thought. In addition, if we plant enough seeds and continue to plant them through Aligarh, we'll have helped make the world a kinder and a gentler place. To me, that is an even more beautiful thought. In closing, let me leave you with one final thought from Sir Syed. Near the end of his life, he said, "You have reached a particular stage, and remember one thing, that when I undertook this task, there were criticism all around against me. Life has become so difficult for me that I aged before my age. I lost my hair, my eyesight, but not my vision. My vision never dimmed. My determination never failed. I built this institution for you. I'm sure you will carry the light of this institution far and wide. Darkness will disappear from all around." End of quotation. There's still much darkness all around the world. That is why we are gathered here at this fundraiser to acknowledge Sir Syed's vision and to keep Aligarh's flame burning brightly. It is our responsibility to ensure that Sir Syed's dream shall never die. Thank you for listening to me and for your generous contribution to the future of Aligarh, India, and the world. I wish you all the best, and God bless you all.